I'm guilty of judging people. Like, you put them in a place of a certain type of way you think they are, and you judge them. Well, I want to talk tonight about the difference between your standards and your high judgment of someone, because how you tell if you're living with someone, or you're living with somebody who criticize you, are they judging you on the basis of what? And so I want to give you some of the top concepts that I found, and I'm probably just do about 5 that we do when we judge people based on something, right? And so I want to give you those type of 5 things that I found why we do this. And I think it's very important that we do this, because a lot of time most people are doing this and don't realize that they're doing this. And so I think if I give you some of this, it'll help you understand what happens in your journey of meeting someone and trying to have these great relationships. But when you judge them on the basis of how they look, or what they have, or the way they are, you may be placing yourself in a position of someone that could possibly change your life. Do you understand where I'm going? It may not have to be a relationship, but they could change your life. So let's talk about that. Thank you for joining me. You're with Love, Dr. Pamela Smith. You know how I do it. I help you find love, get love, keep love. We're going to enhance it and take you on this journey that I'm going to help you understand how you deal with others, and especially through their character and through their behaviors. So thank you for joining. Continue to hit that like and subscribe. I love my comments. It's helped me come up with some great ideas that you want me to talk about. So continue to subscribe. And don't forget to put that notification button on, and let others know that the Love Doctor is here to help you understand about relationships and how to find the mate that you're seeking. Okay, let's get right into this so I won't hold you too long. See, how you judge someone in a relationship has a lot to do with how you relate to them based on who you think they are. Do you understand? Meaning, do you think they're superior to you? Do you think their behavior is an issue? Do you think they're sensitive? Do you feel they're controlling? You're judging them on something. So, but when you do that, is there a discomfort in when you do that? So the behavior actually sometimes bothers others. It bothers them, right? But often the flaw we judge is usually harsh towards that mate. You got me? And it's a reflection of a wound that they may have, or a wound you may have. And so you carry this within yourself when you constantly judging someone, because you never know what someone have been through, what they have experienced, or what have happened in their life. Your assumption is everything is normal, or you believe everything should be a certain way, and that's not reality. And this is why I want to talk about judging. And one of the things that we do sometimes, and this is one of them, is we judge people financially. The assumption is somebody may have less than you or more than you, right? And it's a different way we're brought up when it comes regarding money. And when one person grows up on the basis of scarcity, or what they call it, cheap, or the other grow up using money often or have it readily, and it's a tool of their happiness, right? But the judgment creeps in when you decide how they handle their money habits, right? And so if you're judging somebody on the basis of being irresponsible, don't get defensive about them using their money for themselves, because actually they're spending it for themselves. So when you see them buy something that is not of value, right? And they think it is, like example, i.e., we talk about, let's say, designer bags, and you find a young lady that will buy this bag for $4,000 or $5,000, and in your mind, that is a person who just likes to spend versus a person who likes to save, right? And so what you're doing, you're judging their decisions of what they want to do for themselves. If they choose to spend their money the way they do, that's their choice. And so you have to learn to not, it's just don't be a part of their decision. That's their money. You see where I'm going? So you're judging them based on what they bought, and if you think it wasn't of value, they don't think that. They believe it is. So don't judge them on the basis of how they spent it and what they used it for. That was their choice. Hey, and it's their money. Let them do what they want to do. Just let them do what they want to do. Another one, sometimes we judge too much about how somebody think, right? And a lot of times, some people are just discomfort, or not comfortable being vulnerable. And when one partner expresses emotions and the other one doesn't, right? And you judge because they're not giving you the drama that you seek in, or maybe you want them to feel uh, more emotional about whatever you're thinking about. And so you want to punish them on the basis of the way they may be suppressing their feelings. And so you instead judge them. If you judge a person for being too emotional, you know, they may have dealt with something that happened in their past. But then if you're dealing with someone who don't talk at all, then maybe that connection is not there. And you feel that you're judging them on the basis of, well, they really don't talk that much. Like, for example, you'll get a friend that just does so much, just outrageous. Every time you go out, they have to be seen. And you remember I talk about a person who likes to be seen, which is a lot of attention, which becomes self-centered, which could be narcissistic. I can go on and give you some other things about that person. Well, that person has emotional issues, and I just gave you some of them, right? And so if you judge them not knowing, they may have experienced something in their life. Something may have happened that caused them to be so emotional or over the top. So just don't judge people, because that's just who they are. You don't know what they've been through or what's going on. But you're gonna have those type of situations. Like, another thing, you have people who have a certain type of lifestyle, right? And I'm going to probably base this on someone who don't have ambition, someone who may be lazy, and you talk about them. They have poor, what do you call it? Excitement to do or to want to be a part. They come off as though they're too relaxed, not excited, too still. You understand where I'm going? And what happens is you don't know if that person is projecting some type of anxiety. You see where I'm going? You don't know if the reason that they're the way they are has something to do with some type of anxiety or something that causes them to be so calm. Because sometimes anxiety is a threat to them doing certain things. You know, you've heard about other people who get out there and they do certain things a certain way, and they're more active in what they do. Like, they're may like, for some people, they get up early. You ever hear somebody, they get up really, really early, and then you don't get up, that person doesn't get up till maybe 10 or 11. And you're judging them because they're not getting up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's time clock is not the same. So why I come off as appearing to be lazy just because I didn't get up when you wanted me to get up? Because some people are just night hawks. And so they up all night and then go to sleep. So just because you go to sleep at 10 o'clock and then getting up at 5 or 6 it's the same if you turn the clock around, it's the same thing. They're still getting their 6 hours like you got your 6 hours. You see where I'm going? It doesn't mean that they're lazy. And what you're doing, you're judging that person because they're, to you, is a lack of energy because they're not doing it at the time you want them to. You see what I'm going? And so to you, that is you're claiming that they're lazy because they're not doing it when you want them to do it. So you have to have a reflection of somebody's time and the way they flip the things and the way they do things. And so another thing is past relationship judgment. So if you have people that have past relationships that you don't like and you have an issue with that, right? And so that's an insecurity. You have some type of comparison. You want, that partner to be a certain way, but that's how the ex was. And you're trying to bring their past mistake into it. So you're judging them because they're not like them. Well, then if that's the case, then you need to go be with them. And so don't judge somebody on the basis of the way they are. Because what you're doing is that you're threatening their present. You understand? Because whatever they went through back then have nothing to do with you. So don't bring it up and judge them on the whatever they went through with that ex. Let's deal with the present. Let's deal with it now. So what you have to do is, if somebody does that, set the boundaries and say, hey, look, my past made me the person who I am today, meaning I'm not going to deal with what I dealt with in the past. So I'm a better person today. So don't judge me on what I did yesterday. Like an example, like if you were a person who in your younger days partied a lot, was out a lot, and was doing a lot in your 20s, and now you're in your 40s, don't talk to me about what I did and who I was with in my 20s. That had nothing to do with what I'm doing now. So why are you judging on who I am now based on what I did then? You see where I'm going? And so you have to learn to not bring up somebody's past lifestyle or relationship that they dealt with then, because that's not now. You need to let it go. Stop going back there. Now, the other thing, and then I'm going to let you guys go, is that you're judging people on the basis of their appearance, right? And that's more of a superficial fear that you have of someone else based on how their weight, their hair, their style, if they show too much, if they don't show too much, and you judge them on base how they're carrying themselves. But here's the thing: some people have experienced body issues throughout their life, and they may have had issues where they were talked about or things said to them about how they carry themselves, the lack of them carrying themselves. So, you don't know what they experience. So you have to watch what that happens, because it could have been a person at one time who gained so much weight off the basis of stress. And so they may have gotten heavy or whatever. And then you're judging them now because they're heavy, and it may be stress. You don't know the reason this situation may have happened. So you have to watch what you say and how you come across to people about their look and how they carry themselves and what they have and what they don't have. Because you never know what they have been through when it came on the basis of their body. So you have to watch what you say about someone that has a physical appearance that you don't like, because you don't know what they've been through. So I just kind of wanted to talk about your judging people and what's happening when you do that, and when you put yourself in that situation of judging people on the basis of certain things. And I'm not saying that that's what you do. I'm saying be more mindful and aware of when you talk or judging someone, because sometimes you do it and you don't even realize that you have done that so quickly, not knowing why you're being judged. And so sometimes you have to stop and make sure that that person doesn't come into your life to bring communication issues, partner issues, your critique issue, how you treated them, and then how you hack them and everything like that. So when that happens, you are harming the relationship with somebody that you have going on. So make sure that you pay attention to that, because right now you have to be a part of someone's life strategy and what they have going on. So I hope that the information that I gave you will help you out. Remember, we got the ladies' night relationship talk going on. It's gonna be a good night of therapy and strategy session. I'm gonna give you information that's gonna help you reclaim your confidence, get you to understand that you don't have to be judged, and don't be judged in silence. And we're gonna go over some role play. We're gonna have some conversations. We're gonna have some Q&A. We're gonna have some products that I'm gonna help you see. That's gonna help you with all kinds of things, from anxiety to being in control of your relationship. So make sure you stay a part of Love Doctor. Make sure that you are part of this journey that we're gonna go on relationship. So thank you for joining me. I will be back talking on another talk that's going to help you take you to the next level. So remember, love is delayed, and we'll be back talking more about what? Love, love, love.